ladies and gentlemen, grab your PJs, because this one is the Cozy Watch. And if you guys have noticed, the audio in this one is kind of a little bit different, and if this is the first video that you're seeing, don't worry, not all the videos have audio like this. I'm just using my Turtle Beach headset for recording on this one, since I currently have my Yeti waiting for the new mic stand that's supposed to be in on Monday. So, with that being said, the streams and all the videos after that will have pitch perfect audio, so at least I'll have that working in my favor. And as you guys can see, this is some Battlefield 1. I know, Battlefield 5 is just released on PC, but I have it on console, so I have to wait till the 20th. But I will do some nice videos once it's out, and once it is released, I will do an all-day live stream, so don't worry about that, guys. It'll do it from as soon as I wake up to probably about the time I go to bed, so it'll be an all-day thing. Just a big event, so don't worry about that. So the gun I'm using here is the M1917, and there's some things that I like about it and some things that I don't like about it. So let's start with the things that I like about it. One, it's a pretty solid gun. The recoil isn't all over the place, it's pretty easy to control, and I actually found that overcompensating on the recoil kind of hurt me a little bit at first. The 250 round clip is just, it's amazing. There was a lot of times where I ended up getting ran after by one of those folks on the horse, and I was just able to gun him down straight out, which is amazing. The 250 round clip also helps if I'm shooting at like a plane or something like that. I can lead the plane and do a lot of damage for that as well. So in that respect, it's really, really good. Long range shots aren't that bad since the recoil is kind of controllable. Now on to the stuff that I don't like. Mainly, the thing that I don't like about this gun is the iron sights. The AA sights are manageable, but the base iron sights for this gun, there was a lot of times where I ended up completely losing my target and dying just because I was trying to find them in those sights again. So I kind of get this feeling that they made this really amazing gun and then tried to balance it out somehow, and then made those iron sights sort of unusable. So to that respect, I think it kind of needs some work. And sorry about the breaths and the ups. You'll never have to deal with him again after Monday. So, yeah, I mean, what I think they could have done to make this gun a lot better was they could have had more open iron sights instead of like that closed iron sight that makes it kind of difficult to line people up. It's a good gun if you already have everything lined up and you let them come to you. But if it's something like this where it's team deathmatch and you're kind of moving around the map, there was a lot of times where I ended up losing just because I was trying to get everything lined up with that weird iron sight. So that's a thing. Battlefield 5, yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to play it since I pre-ordered it after the beta, or after the beta closed. So I didn't really get the chance to play it, but from what I've seen, it looks really, really good. I know when it was first announced and first shown, it was having a lot of issues because they're like, hashtag not my battlefield. Or they were like, oh my god, there's a girl in it. Or, oh my god, there's now customization. Which I don't understand that, right? And I'm not gonna go into a rant on this video. But it's like saying, hey, there's not enough customization, you need to change this. And then they give us customization, and they're like, oh my god, there's customization. It takes away from the authenticity of the game. So, there's that. But from everything I've seen so far, they've made changes to pretty much everything that was a giant issue. You know, they dialed back the customizations, so you don't have this you know, lesbian British soldier lady with like a robot arm or something. Which, I mean, I don't care about that as long as all the core of the game is right. I mean, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into it. Okay, but I didn't have a problem with that amount of customization in it because you're creating your character, right? It's not just, hey, another faceless soldier guy that looks like all the other people of that class. You know, it's completely your person, and you can actually get attached to it and that kind of stuff. So that's something that I really liked about it. But from what I've heard, they're kind of reaching a nice little middle ground between the amount of customization and stuff like that and not going too far overboard. So that's something I like about it. Yeah, like that right there for a moment. Let's talk about that. I dropped down, right? I hit the run button, the sprint button to get up and start running, but he didn't get up. He just got up and then dropped back down again. So there's a bunch of odd moments like that where he'll either not get up or run, or I'll drop and then he'll just automatically stand back up. So that was something I didn't really like about that. But back to Battlefield 5. The things that I'm liking about it so far, from what I've heard, I still have to play it, mind you, and I'll do an update to all of this stuff once I get the game in hands. It looks like they've pretty much balanced everything pretty well. How do I say it? Like the sniping system. Every year in Battlefield, right? Every game that the Battlefield comes out, the sniping characters always get a bunch of unfair, just straight unfair nerfs that make everything, it makes you not worth playing, you know, that snipey class. For Battlefield 1, for example, right? If you take a body shot on someone, if you're not able to hit headshots, there's no point in you doing that because all they have to do is just stand still and they'll get all their health back anyways. Right? And then on top of already worrying about bullet drop and travel time and only getting headshots, which I can't say much for those because that's in every Battlefield game. You also had to deal with scope glare as well, and you also had to deal with the fact that you can no longer reload the gun while you're aiming through the scope. It literally made the class not worth playing, especially when you could play like the support class here. Drop down, use your tripod, and then you could outperform a lot of the sniper characters at those ranges. So they really took away the reason for playing that class. In Battlefield 5, from what I can see, is you still have to get headshots, which is one thing, right? Travel time and bullet drop. Bullet drop is a little bit more noticeable from what I can see, but it's not one of these things where if you get a body shot, all they have to do is hide behind cover until they're fully healed and then they run away. So from what I can see, it looks like it's kind of balanced in a way so that you actually have a reason to play all the classes. So I think that'll be pretty nice. Graphic-wise, gunplay-wise, all of that stuff. I mean, it's DICE, it's Battlefield. You're expecting it to just be phenomenal. So I'll hold them to that regard, so then I'll see where it goes from there. Besides that, there really isn't a whole lot left for me to talk about there. Yeah, like that moment right there, you know, I'm trying to line them up with that sight, but by that time they've already, you know, lined me up and they're popping shots into me. So those iron sights I think really need to be kind of changed, so it's more of an open iron sight instead of just that sort of like closed, whatever that is. But yeah, everything's pre-ordered. I'm waiting for all of that stuff to come in. Mic stand comes on Monday, so a lot more audio on all the videos from here on out. Yeah, so everything should turn out pretty good from there. Yeah, I mean, I still need to work on figuring out how to make all the keywords and stuff like that work for me. The problem with going through SharePlay is it automatically puts SharePlay, PlayStation Interactive, all of that stuff at the front of it, which causes YouTube to look more at PlayStation and SharePlay and all of that stuff instead of what you want it to look at. So then you have to go in, delete all those, and then change all that. And I don't know if it puts as much of an emphasis on those first few keywords after it's been edited, which, I mean, it would really suck if it did. Anyways, I've got a few seconds left, so thanks for watching. If you guys liked it, like, favorite, share, subscribe, all that nice stuff. Leave comments down there in the comment section. Make sure you guys check out the other stuff on my channel. I'm starting to get some more stuff there. So I will see you in the next one. Take care and stay cozy, guys. Cozy watch out. Bye.